All right. Let's see. Is that it? All right. I believe we are on. I believe we are on, my people. Yep, the School of Superpowers is on. No Filter channel is on. We are streaming live. Well, let me lower my volume. Hello, my friends. It hasn't been that long, but I feel like it's been a while. Let's join in, guys. Join in, join in, join in. And you guys can see me well. Let me try to switch this up and see. Hey guys. Okay, guys, can you let me know if my Facebook people, can you let me know if you're on? Or I can check. I don't know how to check, but I think it should be okay. My crew, Joe B, let me know if I'm on Facebook. I know I'm on Instagram already. I see myself on both. So we're going to be good to go. And I'm also live on YouTube, which is awesome. This is going to be one of our last lives for the year. And let me take my notes. Let me grab my notes. All right, guys, you can see me. I can see you. We're all on. Can you hear me well? Let me check my mic. Let me put some music for you guys while we wait. Let's put some music on. Let's put some chill music because when I tell you I need some music, today was a rough day. Today, I was trying to do too much. I was trying to be a hero today. And as a matter of fact, as part of what we're going to talk about, you're going to see how doing too much can be judged. Even my son was like, Mom, I have a tiny bit feeling that you're trying to do too much. Yeah, I was trying to do too much. I was trying to be too great. Joe B, let me know, give me a little shout out. Let me know if I'm on Facebook so that I can start, so we can get this thing started. This is a really great topic. And today we're going to talk about celebration. So if you guys know, every month or every other month, the No Filter channel. So right now we at the School of Superpowers. So some people are just watching me at the School of Superpowers. They don't know what I'm talking about when I say No Filter. I have a collaboration with No Filter, which is a channel on Instagram. And then when I go live on both Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, the School of Superpowers, but also an extra account, which is No Filter channel on Instagram. And then so with the collaboration with them, the theme that we're going to talk about in the month of December is celebration. Now, for my people, you know that we were talking about beliefs, and I did owe you an extra show on beliefs where people would come up and share their beliefs and some of the things that held them back. However, if you love that topic so much, the beliefs topic, I can always squeeze that in sometime this month. Absolutely no problem. Send me a DM. Let me know if the beliefs live is something that you really enjoyed and you kind of want it, you want to see it again. I got a lot of good feedback from it. People love to see other people, not just me talking, right? People love to see other people talk about and share this experience and share their experience about beliefs. So I figured, hey, why not? If you guys want it, we can always have it. But today, we're going to talk about celebration. And obviously, one of the reasons why we are talking about celebration is because it's the end of the year, the new year is about to start, and all of that stuff, right? So celebration. You know, you might think it's an easy topic. Celebration is partying, celebration is being happy. But of course, the School of Superpower is that friend that when you invite to a party and everybody's lighthearted, making fun jokes, the School of Superpowers, which is me, always finds a way to find a learning moment in it and ruin everybody's fun. That's what I do. So, with that in mind, going to talk about celebration, but I'm going to take an angle. I'm sorry, I'm looking at here because my friends are texting me on WhatsApp. Guys, celebration is not gonna be like, oh, Hakidori, let's buy flowers, let's all be happy. Da, 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 da. No, because there's something called toxic positivity, which is something I've been using quite a bit lately. It's something that I've been investigating. Well, it is something that I've been learning to become more aware of. The thing about toxic positivity. What is toxic positivity? Real quick. Okay, because we're still in the beginning of the show. Toxic positivity is when somebody comes to you and tells you about their problems, and you're like, oh no, but you shouldn't. You should feel like this. Oh, why you're depressed? Just be happy. Oh, your husband left you. You're gonna find another one. That is toxic positivity. That is not allowing the person to go through their experience. That's you trying to fix their problem. That's you trying to speak over it. Da da da. And please, the people who know me know I've done this before. I used to be a toxic positivity person because I really thought I was helping, but really it's not helpful. Okay, it is not. You're not honoring the person's experience in the moment. So toxic positivity is not. We have to be mindful of it. Okay, so going back to the topic, celebration. You guys know I asked ChatGPT what celebration is, right? What is celebration? I'm going to read it for you. I'm so excited. Celebration. A celebration is a joyful and festive observance or activity commemorating a significant event, an achievement, or a milestone, right? It is a time of rejoicing, expressing happiness, and often involves social gatherings, rituals, traditions, and various forms of entertainment. Celebrations can be personal, it can also be communal, meaning more people. It can range from individual achievements to cultural or religious festivities, and they serve to mark and honor positive moments in life. I said all of this, but celebration is an occasion to celebrate positive moments in life. Okay, so then you see this? Let me tell you something. Celebrating positive moments in life. I have a friend, a DJ friend, and he said to me, he's the guy who's like, oh, look at me, look at how great I am, look at how nice I look at the outfits I wear, look at how blah, 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 blah. And a lot of people don't like him. A lot of people say, "Oh my God, you're so arrogant. Oh, you think you're just full of yourself. You think you're all that." And then, of course, I went and spoke to him. I said, "Well, first of all, I'm not threatened by people who feel great about themselves. I think I don't know, whatever it is." But then I asked him. I said, "Dude, you're like doing a lot, right? Like, wow." And you know what he said to me that completely changed my mindset? He said, Anne Christie, if I do not do this for myself, who will do it for me? Better yet, do you think I should wait for someone to do this for me? Do you think I should wait for somebody else to give that to me? And everything made sense. This was someone who was committed to celebrate himself on a daily basis, regardless of what you thought. Right? So, all of us, generally, people don't really like people who are boastful, people who are arrogant. But somehow, I understood. I went beyond what he said. When he says, oh, Anne Christie, I'm great. I'm great. I'm smart. I'm hot. I look great. My outfits are great. My song is great. I'm doing this dope party. I'm doing this. I'm doing that. And I'm like, dude, oh my God, you're just doing too much. You're just doing. No, This is somebody who committed to celebrate himself daily, regardless of what you think of him. Who's winning now? Okay. Let me give you another example, a little bit less controversial. I have a friend who is also my business partner, and she is someone who, if I said, "Hey, girl, I just emailed this potential new client, we need to celebrate." Or, "Hey, girl, I just dyed my hair, we need to celebrate." Hey, girl, I just bought a new, a beautiful curtain for my house. We need to celebrate. And it used to be, oh my God, you're doing too much. You're doing too much. You're doing too much. But then what did she say? She reminded me, she says, look, it is important to celebrate the small things and to find happiness in those small things. And I was like, maybe I should stop being a hater and really open my mind to a different way of looking at what I do on a daily basis. Right? Okay. So I wanted to give you those little stories as we dive deep into this topic because again, me, it's always mindset first. So I wanted to set your mindset. As we're going to walk through all of the stuff about celebration that we're going to be talking about, think about my DJ friend and think about my business partner. Think about those two people as we go through them because we went from probably thinking they're doing too much to maybe with the arguments I gave you, you might now believe, you know what? They're not so bad after all. So maybe the DJ friend, maybe Aunt Chrissy's DJ friend is not so bad after all. Maybe Aunt Chrissy's business partner is not so extra, right? Because she has a good point. Celebrate it. Make you feel good about yourself. Put yourself first. Da 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 da. Right? And you're like, man, why am I not doing this? Like, who am I waiting to do this for me? No one. You should be doing this for yourself. This is what my DJ friend said. Okay, so now our mind is set. So now let's go deep into what celebration is, okay? Or yet some misconceptions or general beliefs. I guess beliefs is always there, right? Just general beliefs about celebration, okay? People have misconceptions about celebrations. People might think celebration means you need to have this grand and extravagant party. You need to invite the best people, spend the best money, do the best this. That's when it's going to be deemed a celebration, a worthy celebration. But it's not. Size doesn't matter. This is where it works. Size doesn't matter. It doesn't. Okay? Size doesn't matter. Let's do something else. Let's talk about traditional norms. I have Christmas party at my house. For me to have a Christmas party at my house, I need to have this way. This needs to happen that way. I need to have the red flowers. I need to have that dress. I need to have this because this is Christmas. If this doesn't happen that way, it's bad. It's not a celebration. It's not. You can celebrate Christmas in a different way, in your own way. Because what we have to remember, we have to preserve the idea of celebration. Remember what we said about celebration? It's a moment to mark and honor positive moments in life, however you choose to do it. Of course, we have cultural, traditional norms. Some people, oh my God, if I don't have a Christmas tree, then I do not have Christmas, then I do not have a party. All of that. It's not true. It's not necessary. It's not needed, as a matter of fact. Because if you think about it, if you really think about it, a celebration has nothing to do with size. Guys, women, men, does size matter? Does size matter? Like, does size really, really matter? No, it doesn't. Okay? I mean, it does to a certain extent. It does to a certain extent, right? Like, you're not going to have the party instead of a bathroom. That's a bit too small. But hey, let's say that's all you have, then that's all you do. Okay? But in general, size doesn't matter. So a celebration does not need to be this extravagant thing, especially if you're going through stuff. What if you just lost your job? What if you just had to relocate? What if you just had to allocate your money to a different area of your life? Are you not going to celebrate because you cannot have this grand party? Not necessarily. You can always do that in a different way. Do not stop yourself from celebrating because you cannot make that big party happen. Okay? All right. Whew, that's another big one I'm going to say. Celebration equal happiness for everyone. Did you know? I mean, you guys know, but I will say it anyway. First of all, there's a lot of people who are sad when there's a group of people celebrating just because it just makes them feel sad. So not everybody's necessarily happy because it is a celebration. I'm going to go even deeper. Let's say I'm in a group of girls, five. I'm in a group of girls of five. I'm in a group of girls of five. Four of them get married. And I go to the wedding, to the fourth wedding, meaning I'm the one who's not married. And let's say, I assume I want to get married. There might be some sadness there. You see? You see how a celebration can make somebody feel a little bit sad, but it doesn't remove the fact that it's to commemorate the event. It's not to make anybody feel happy. A celebration does not necessarily involve people being happy. It's about people taking the moment to honor that event. So if I went to that wedding and I'm sad inside of me because I just feel lonely and I'm a loser, right? That's how I feel about myself. But I am still here to commemorate my friend. And I'm still here to honor my friend. And I'm still part of the celebrations. I am still celebrating. So I'm not going to say, I feel sad. Let me not go and do that celebration because I feel so sad and because I don't have anybody in my life. So let me not go. Or, oh, I feel sad. I'm not going to go to that party or that celebration or that event. Don't do that. Because the celebration, first of all, it has nothing to do with you and your feelings. It has to do with commemorating and honoring an event or something, an achievement, something that happened. So let's be human. We don't have to see, that's a toxic positivity. Oh, I have to be always happy and I have to be always cheery and cheerful because of this and because of that. That is not necessarily the case. So celebrations are not always positive. They're not always positive. As a matter of fact, over 10 years ago now, I lost my mom, my mom was my world. She was everything to me. And it was an extremely traumatic experience for me. Nonetheless, my mom said, she had always said that to me. The day of my funeral, I want a bang ass party. And I want Tropicana d'Haïti to come and play, which is a Haitian band, a very famous, popular, probably the longest lasting band in our history, I think, in Haitian history. But it's a great band, and my mom used to be a groupie of them for many, 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 many years. And you can imagine that's what she wanted for her funeral. A lot of people in my family were radically against us having a party for her passing. My brother and I, we were the only one left standing. We had to make the decision, and we made the decision. We are going to have a party. What we ended up doing is, yes, we had the ceremony, we had music. She wanted music and she wanted a rum. She wanted people to be having fun. You know what we did after? Because we could not crank up the party, we could not have Tropicana d'Haïti come and play, although we were playing the songs for her. We went out that night, the same night of her funeral. We went out to a club and we partied. We partied hard because that's what she would have wanted. So although it's a sad event, it's something that we are commemorating, but commemorating it does not mean because you're sad that you cannot, it doesn't need to be positive. It's a time that you stop and you pause and then you honor that moment in however way that you want or you wish. Okay, so a celebration is not always positive. Celebrations have to follow a specific timeline. It is not true. Specific timeline meaning I have a long project that has 25 steps. Not until I hit my million, this is the moment that I'm going to celebrate. Remember my business partner? She would have celebrated 25,000 times before we got to that milestone. She would have celebrated every of the small wins leading us to that million. So versus, oh, let me wait until I have that million to celebrate and to have a party because I'm not deserving. I'm unworthy. Who do I think I am to celebrate something like this? This is so small. Anybody can do it. This is not true. Anybody can do it. Okay. So no, And you know what? The last thing, celebration means an excessive consumption. Meaning, oh, I'm celebrating, I need to jam all this food down my throat. Oh, I'm celebrating, I need to spend all this money to show that I'm celebrating. If I cannot open my wallet and spend all this money, I'm not celebrating. Because we've seen it, right? We've seen guys going to the strip club and spending thousands and thousands. They would spend $100,000 at the strip club. Definitely that happens here in Atlanta. But then give a grant to a struggling business, give a charity here or there. They're gonna give 10, 15, 20,000 because in their minds they're celebrating. It's not because they're cheap. It's because in their minds they're celebrating. And celebration in our culture, in the American culture, in the culture of 2023 means spending money. Excessive consumption of things, of food, of material possessions, of cars. People celebrate like that. There's nothing wrong in it if you can afford it, but you don't have to, is what we're trying to say. A celebration, a worthy celebration, does not need to have that. I'm going to tell you a story, and that was sad for that person. I went to a store. I went to Macy's one time. I actually went to buy something that I needed. And I saw this woman, and she was kind of frantic, looking for. I was actually looking for an attaché case to put my laptop because I was traveling later that day, and I really needed something to organize all my stuff. So I was in the purse and bag section, and then she came and she was like, "Oh my God, like I'm thinking about between this and this, and I'm looking it's 400, 500, 600, like a bunch of hundreds." And she says, "Yes, I work so hard and I want to reward myself. Which one do you think I should buy?" Mm, She spoke to the wrong person because I'm a Debbie Downer. You guys know this. I told her, I said, "Well, why don't you, first of all, buy some assets, buy some stocks with the money that you want to spend on that purse, and just buy any kind of purse. Who gives a shit who gives up about a purse? Buy a purse. But you don't have to spend all this money because you want to celebrate. If you want to celebrate because you worked hard, it means that this is your hard earned money. Put it in your 401k. Leave it in your savings account. Invest it in a business. Do something else with it. But don't give it into a purse because you're trying to celebrate. Okay, I was probably a little bit intense there. Okay, I was probably a little bit of a hater too. Although I ended up buying something expensive too, but I thought I needed it for my travels. But I guess the point is, I wanted to show how you don't have to. You worked hard. She said she worked overtime and da 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 da. So you work hard all this time, and then you're frantically looking just to buy something. She didn't seem to me, there are people who are purse connoisseurs, right? They know their stuff. They come in, they're buying stuff, and actually, this can be an investment. You can buy a Chanel bag and it can be an investment because these things don't lose value the same way something else would lose value. Okay. So these could be considered assets. But she clearly, that's the impression I had anyway. She just wanted to blow some money. And I told her, girl, don't be spending your money like that. Do something else with your money. You don't have to spend this money to celebrate. Unless you want to, you can. This is what you decide. But the thing is, you don't have to. Okay. So you see how we looked at all the misconceptions that we normally have around beliefs, around the belief that we have around celebration. Celebration is just not one size. It's not just one thing, right? It could be so many different things. So in this session, what we're doing is we're opening our minds to what celebration could be and could represent for us. And also we're going to share some of the things we can do to celebrate more in our lives because there are benefits to celebrating, which is what we're going to go through next. There are actual, tangible benefits to celebrate more in your life, not just in December, not just for Christmas, not just for your birthday or your spouse's birthday or your kids' birthdays. There's actual benefits. And if there's a benefit to celebrating, then you want to do it more. That's evident, right? You do it more because you want to gain those benefits from doing that thing that's free that nobody is asking you to pay for. Celebration enhances positive emotions. Positive emotions creates a chemical reaction inside of you that gives you, that increases dopamine, that increases serotonin, that makes you feel good about yourself. And guys, I'm here to say it is okay to want to feel good about yourself. You don't have to earn it. Nobody has to give it to you. Your spouse does not have to give it to you. As a matter of fact, this is not his job. His or her job is to support that, is to add to it, is to encourage it. But he's not, or she is not there to give it to you at the onset. You need to give it to yourself. So now, if I'm telling you that celebration can help with that, do it. Because you should be doing anything you can, especially if it's free. It's not costing you one dime, but I'll tell you what it's costing you. I'll tell you. It's costing you something, which is why we don't do it often. It's not costing you anything in reality. So do it for yourself and give yourself that boost. A lot of times we don't feel like we are worthy to feel good today. Do I deserve it? We are such tough critics. So because we don't deserve it and we can give ourselves this thing for free, we will not give it. We will not take it. Give it to yourself for free. Boost your mood. Celebrate. It boosts morale, of course. If you're celebrating, then you feel better, right? You feel in tune. Even when I was celebrating after my mom's passing, I felt a sense of peace. I felt a sense of connection. I felt a sense, this is what I should be doing. Plus, it helps you blow steam too. I was at the club. We were partying. We're all dressed in black. We were partying like crazy because this is what she wants. She didn't want us to force ourselves to mourn and to feel sad, because mourning has nothing to do with being sad the day of the funeral. It's so much more than that, to honor somebody's life. So allow yourself to celebrate, even when it doesn't seem like you could. So yes, it enhances your well-being in general. Did you know that celebration can actually lower cardiovascular diseases? I'm not a doctor. This is not a prescription. This is just me. This is, like people say, this is purely for entertainment purposes. I'm just telling you about sharing what my experience is with that. It lowers your risk of cardiovascular diseases. It it can reverse autoimmune. You see all the autoimmune diseases that people have, it can help with that. It lowers your stress levels. So you as a human being, you operate better. When you have a car, maybe I'll ask that question. You guys answer it to yourself. What kind of gas do you put in your car? Do you put the 87? I think it's 87, 93, 95, something like that. A lot of people who have luxury cars, even the people who don't have luxury cars, they like to put the highest grade of gas in the car because the car will perform better. What about you? What do you give to yourself? This is one that you can give to yourself, and it's free. It doesn't even cost as much as a 95 gas. It costs less. So you can give this to yourself, right? It's free. Give yourself the feeling of feeling good about yourself, even if somebody else is not giving it to you. First of all, it's not their job. Okay, it's not their job. They don't hate you. I always say they're not hating you. They're just living their lives and they're just focusing on themselves. So if you focused on yourself, you would say, "Man, I need to boost my good feeling about myself. Let me go and do that activity. Celebration. Celebrate yourself." It motivates you, because imagine with my business partner, because we started celebrating every small milestone, after every celebration, I feel so much more empowered to get it the next day. I'm getting it every day because I know we're going to celebrate. As a matter of fact, I want us, because we're starting this business, it's another business, not the School of Superpowers. I want us to celebrate every Friday because we are accomplishing things every week. Because these things fuel you for the next week. So why not do it if it works? The same thing about beliefs, guys. These are things you can actually choose. They're not imposed to you. Religion imposes beliefs onto you. So if you're talking about religion, it's a different thing. But I'm talking about in general, outside of religion. You get to pick what works for you. You get to pick what helps you move forward. You can do that. I mean, you are your own master. If somebody doesn't like it, Seriously, like seriously, seriously. Unless you've co-signed, like in your birth certificate, it had that person's name on there, right? And then you're an adult. So I don't know. Or it says that you gave your life to someone. I don't know. It doesn't matter. You can give that to yourself. You don't have to justify yourself. Like I always say, and I'm practicing it successfully. No is a complete answer. You don't have to justify anything. If somebody says, "Well, why you did that?" I have a friend. He taught me to say, "I don't know what to tell you." That's the answer. If somebody says, "Well, I don't know. Help me understand why you did this, why you did that," blah blah blah. The best way, play dumb. Say, "I don't know what to tell you." I mean, I felt like I explained it already, but I'm not going to continue on explaining myself, right? I don't know what to tell you. I don't know what to tell you. Meaning, I'm going to continue on doing what I want to do. I don't know what to tell you. Okay. Another thing that celebration does, it creates lasting memories, right? You get a chance to, let's say you're celebrating with people. So you get a chance to get people together and take pictures and that's another thing I used to kind of be a hater of, but now I understand the power of it. Take pictures, be together, and then go back and look. My son has a tablet. At my age, I didn't have access to that. He has his tablet. I have a bunch of shared albums. All his baby pictures, he has access to them. I don't know that I had access to a million pictures when I was growing up, a few of them in an album. Some people were luckier. They had a bunch of albums, but I didn't have a bunch of albums. So he has access to all his baby pictures because I can share them with him because technology is there, right? So it helps you create memories. And memories are something, so my son did not have access to YouTube. Right? I shut down YouTube because I can't with that anymore, right? You know what he spent all night watching? All his old videos, pictures, and things. Content about him, about his life. So, all that to say that when you're celebrating, it gives you an opportunity also as you're honoring that moment, you capture that moment. And you isolate that moment in time. You capture that moment in time. And so it is a great thing to celebrate. It is a great thing. Now, let's say you're doing it by yourself. Did you know that even by yourself, you can still take a picture, write a note just to commemorate that moment for yourself so you don't forget? So that on down days, you can go back. Because in this life, yes, people want to believe or would love for life to be like this, just like this. But life is like this. It goes up and down, up and down. You're moving forward, but it goes up and down, up and down, up and down, up and down, up and down. So in the moments that you're down, you need a boost. You can go back to those memories. You can go back to those times that you celebrated. If I'm going through something hard with my business partner, when I recognize, oh man, we've celebrated so many milestones, I cannot give up. So you see how it helps you shift your mindset. Guys, mindset is everything. Mindset is the beginning of everything when it comes to health. When it comes to health, and then when it comes to your wealth, and when it comes to your personal development, mindset is everything. Play with your mindset. The issue is a lot of people are stuck fixed in the same mindset not because they're dumb, because they don't know and they don't believe that they are allowed to step outside of it. Because they say, well, I spent all my life doing things this way. We spoke about this on beliefs, right? All my shows on beliefs, we spoke about those things. People not being able to change because the belief is just holding them down. And how do you break that and get out of it? You know what a false belief is? Which again, which could be related to you stopping yourself from celebrating, is you being in prison. The door is locked, the door is closed, but you never check to see that the door was never locked. And then when you open that door, you think you're going to have guards outside waiting to stop you from going. Nobody gives a shit. Nobody's there. You are by yourself in an empty effing prison. Nobody's watching. Nobody's paying attention to you like that. A false belief is a prison of your own making. Nobody's pushing you back in there. This is mindset, which is connected to beliefs. Okay. So guys, keep your mindset on check. Check to see what your vantage point is. When I mean vantage point, I'm going to give you another quick example of what mindset could be. Right now, I'm sitting in a room. The room is like this opening in front of me. I'm looking at things from this perspective. If I sit here for the rest of my life, I will see the same vision that I have here. It will be exactly that. I cannot see the other side of this furniture. I cannot see behind this wall. I cannot see behind this door. For the only reason that I am sitting at a specific space and then somehow I believe I cannot move. What if I moved? Who's stopping me right now from taking my little legs and walking? Even if I didn't have legs, I could crawl on the floor and move to a different perspective. If I move in a different space, if this room, it is the same data, but the vantage point is different and my vision is completely different. What I see is different because I see another side of everything. That is mindset. Mindset is moving around the room, guys. Mindset is not staying stuck and looking at a problem the same way. Nobody's forcing you. Trust me, it's in your mind that you think that you cannot move. Remember the elephant example, guys. The elephant thought that the only place it could live was within a specific perimeter of that tree. The elephant never thought that he could just walk away because his mind he was conditioned to believe that this was the only space he could be in. What about you? Are you stuck in the same place? Or do you have the same perspective about the same things the same way all the time? How do you change your mind? Me, I love changing my mind. I am, first of all, very opinionated. I believe I have very strong opinions about pretty much everything, really. But I'm always elated at changing my mind because it means that I'm moving. It means I'm acquiring data because I don't believe it's not because somebody has strong opinions about something that they know everything. They just know what they know. But smart people know that they don't know everything. So there's a difference. The moment you change perspectives, a totally different data, totally different story that you can add on to it to make the story whole. Mindset. So, talking about mindset, let's go into quotes. You know, I love quotes. As we're talking about celebration, right? I love that one. That one is so fitting from Oprah. The more you praise and celebrate your life, the more there is in life to celebrate. I'll say it again. This one has we could have a whole live just on this quote, but we're not going to do that. I'll say it one more time. The more you praise and celebrate your life, the more there is in life to celebrate. There are two things that happens here right off the bat. The first thing is law of attraction. Basically, they're telling you the more you celebrate, the more you will find reasons to celebrate. Because in reality, the more you celebrate, you're generating positive emotions, positive vibes, positive energy. Positive energy calls another positive energy. And you're going to find more reasons to celebrate because you choose to start celebrating your life. This is where I'm going to leave this one. I'm not going to say the second point because I don't want to go into a rabbit hole. This is I want to outline the law of attraction in that quote. The more you praise and celebrate your life, the more there is in life to celebrate. Because this also means you find more reasons to you find more things about your life to be happy about and to be proud about. So, Oprah. Again, guys, I'm taking quotes from people who I feel like we kind of whether you hate Oprah or not, we have to admit that she's there at a certain level, right? So let's learn from them. Who cares? You don't have to like her to learn from her. So this person at that level with all her billions is telling you that. She didn't say go make billions. She never said that. She says go celebrate your life. You will find more reasons to celebrate. You see all the things I said before, all the reasons why you have a reason to celebrate. Everything is kind of connected, right? Now I'm telling you, you had all these benefits to celebrate. Oprah is telling you, go celebrate. Guys, go find something to celebrate today. Why not? Me, today, I'm celebrating that I did my hair. I retied my hair. It was awful. I'm having an awful day right now. The way you're looking at me right now, I feel crazy. I don't know that I'm having a bad day, but I'm having an extremely intense day. But I know I'm going to have to sit myself and be like, man, it's because I've done a lot today. And I have to say, man, let me celebrate. Let me celebrate the things I've done instead of, oh, okay, next. No. Take your time. Because people like Oprah do it. Quote number 2. This one is from an author called Robert Brault. I don't know how to say that in English. Brault. I don't know how you pronounce that. He said pretty much the same thing. It's like every time people reach a certain level, they see something, which is the same thing all the others have seen, and they keep telling us, and we pretend like we can't hear it. We pretend like we don't understand it. None of those people went and said, go make billions. They're telling you how to make billions is by doing those things. Okay. Well, Robert Bro said 2 things. There are exactly as many special occasions in life as we choose to celebrate. Isn't it the same thing Oprah just said? There are exactly as many special occasions in life as we choose to celebrate. So if I think there's only one thing to celebrate, I'm going to find one thing. But right now, today, after the day I had today, as a matter of fact, I probably should challenge myself, and let's challenge ourselves. Let's find 10 things to celebrate every day. In our little minds, we don't have to make a big production out of it so that we don't do it. 10 small things. I know I got my hair done. I woke up on time. I drank plenty of water, which is something I really wanted to do today. I did the homework with my son, which I really want to get through today, and so on and so forth. These are things that we work for. These are things that we want to do in our lives. Let's not make them feel like they are a burden for us. Let's celebrate them and be like, man, I did this. You don't need to wait for your spouse to tell you you are great. You need to believe you're great before they believe you're great. If your spouse believes you're great and you don't believe you're great, guys, it's a big problem. Please, it's a big problem. If your spouse believes you're great and you don't believe you're great, you're probably doing them a disservice. You probably need to go work on yourself because you're asking them to carry a burden. Again, you guys are in a partnership and it's okay for each other to support the other, but take responsibility for yourself. You cannot leave something like this on somebody else to take care of for you. Okay. Robert Brault said something else that I really like. Enjoy the little things. For one day, you may look back and realize they were the big things. Did you know? I mean, we all know the pyramids, right? And we all like, man, long time ago, these people made this big thing. How did they make this big thing? How did they come up with that? Well, it's by taking small bricks after small brick after small brick after small brick after small brick, and it made this big thing. So either you celebrate at the end of the pyramid after 25 years, I don't know how long it takes them to do these things, or you celebrate every day for doing a little bit. That's what Robert Brault is saying. Now, if we're talking about celebration, you guys know the kind of people we need to talk about. If we're talking about celebration, there's a group of people in this world that we cannot not like we can't pass them by. Who are they? Rappers. Rappers do it well. Rappers do it fantastically well. As a matter of fact, that's the approach that my DJ friend took, the rapper approach, right? Jay-Z says, oh, I celebrate my success because we came from the bottom. So he knows where he came from. He's going to continue on celebrating every little milestone he does. You're going to be like, oh, Jay-Z already a billionaire. Jay-Z doesn't need... Okay, that's your problem, boo. Jay-Z's going to continue on celebrating himself because he knows where he came from. And he understands all these little bricks that he had to put together to get to where he is. So while you're waiting for that big moment to do that big splash in that big one-time event of your lifetime, these people are celebrating every day. He signs a contract. He meets a new person. He has an idea for a song. He discovers an artist. His wife has a good song. They celebrate every single moment because they understand, like Oprah said, by celebrating, you get more reasons to celebrate. Drake. I'm doing pretty good as far as geniuses go. People are like, oh my God, he's so arrogant. But again, if he doesn't do it for himself, who will? You? You think Drake is waiting for you to tell him he's a genius? No. These people understand they need to believe that about themselves. If you believe that, it's better. But what usually happens, that's how it happens. If I walk around and I believe I'm exuding this energy, most people are just going to believe me. Naturally, people are just going to want to believe it. First of all, people People don't have time to go and investigate that much. The people who have time to go and investigate that much about whether it's true or not that you should feel like this about yourself are people who have no life, but it's not most people. So you can go out there and start, that's why con artists work well, because they can start saying a bunch of shit to you, and then it sounds good, you want to believe it, you believe it. Okay? So Drake says this about himself: I'm a genius. I'm doing pretty good as far as geniuses go. He didn't say as far as regular dudes go. He's not a regular dude. He doesn't think he's a regular dude. You might think that. That's on you, not on him. All right. Rick Ross. I'm the biggest boss that you've seen thus far. Again, this is his belief about himself. He's putting it out there and people are consuming it. And because he's saying it, people are helping him celebrate that thing that he said about himself. And it's making it bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. And it's an avalanche. He's not like, oh, maybe I'm a big boss. I'm going to wait for somebody to say it to me. Let me be. No. These people go at it hard. Learn from them. Learn from them. Because at the same time, every night we're sitting here on our beds, we're scrolling on our little phones. These are the people that we look at. And we look at them, we're not looking at ourselves, because maybe we have not created things that are as extravagant or as attention worthy as they have. But they're not waiting on you to tell them that they're great. They know they're great. They believe. As a matter of fact, if you don't believe they're great, then move along. They don't care, because they're always going to find another person to believe in them. But this is not what they're looking for. They're making sure that they believe in themselves first. And Travis Scott. Travis Scott said, they said I couldn't reach Mars, so I turned to a star. You know what? You know what I mean? Like, oh, you thought I couldn't reach Mars? Let me just become a star. I'm just going even further from Mars. Celebrate yourself, guys. Become like a rapper. Who gives a shit? Guys, if I could do anything, if I could shake each and every one of you, including myself, who gives a shit? We have to stop living with the idea of other people. Oh, what are they going to say? What are they going to think? Let me wait for the person to give me the validation. Let me wait for the person to give me the value. We must embrace our own value. It's only then that people are going to value you. I remember I had a friend, and she's on the live, but I'll say it anyway. She wanted to go to the gym. They had kids, blah, blah, blah. She wanted to go to the gym. And she was like, but my husband is not supporting me going to the gym. And I'm looking at her saying that. I said, so you want him to rush out of work, to go and take care of the kids, to allow you to think about going to the gym? How about if you start going to the gym, you take it seriously, you get a sitter. The dude is busy doing other shit anyway. The moment you're serious about your shit, he's gonna get on board. These rappers, they're not making songs for themselves. They have millions of records that are being sold with those types of lyrics. They believe in it first, and you just come along with on the ride with them. So that's what I told her. You need to believe in you going to the gym first before you want him to believe for you that you need to go to the gym. He's not supportive. He's a human being. He is not God. He's not here to, oh, let me carry you. Some people do that, and I think that's great. But you remember what I said earlier? I still think you need to be careful. Because these people, it's because they love you so much that they're doing all this. But you need to give them something in return. You need to step up. You need to step it up. Okay. So that's what Travis Scott said. So now, guys, we're at 50 minutes. I think we're doing great on timing. So now let's take a pause and take a moment to identify our misconceptions about celebration. Like, how do we find those things inside of us? How do we identify those things? Because again, when we talk about mindset, we talk about blind spots. I'm sitting here. There's no way I can see what's happening right here unless I have a pair of eyes right here. I cannot see it. So that's my blind spot. Right here too. Cars have fixed that issue, right? Now there's no issues that the mirrors. Remember when I learned how to drive, there was no blind spot camera. Now there is one. They're giving you more data, more information. Same as you. If you want that vantage point, change perspectives, change move, go somewhere else, go stand somewhere else so you can see something else. And that's what we're going to do right now. We're going to stand in a room that we are. Everybody stay where you are. We're going to move around the room so we can see ourselves in different light, gather all the data. When you go to the doctors and they do tests for you, they go thorough. I mean, a good doctor would thoroughly go to make sure that they take care, they address everything, right? If you have an issue, they have to make sure they understand the boundaries of the issue. So they have to collect all the possible data. That's what we're gonna do. First thing. First, one of the first things you can do to help you discover where you have this negative relationship with celebration. It's a negative relationship with celebration. Check where you judge or misjudge. This person is doing too much simply because the person is super happy about themselves. They're excited. They're sharing. They're dressed up. They're doing all these things. And we're like, this person doing too much. No, you feel threatened. You feel some kind of way because you are not allowing yourself to celebrate what they're celebrating. So you don't want them to celebrate it. Oh my God. So it's because you're not feeling good about yourself, and then you don't want them to feel good about that same thing that you do not allow yourself to celebrate. So then you judge them. Oh, you're doing too much. Or what is this person thinking? This is too small. It's too small of a milestone for me to celebrate. I'm going to wait until I win big. When I see that $1 million in my account, I'm going to go. And usually you have that $1 million, you jump to go, you do this extravagant vacation or this extravagant thing. I've seen people do that before. Let's pass. Guys, don't be that person. No milestone is too small to celebrate. If you learn to celebrate the small things, like Robert Bro says, these are the things that become big things. Okay? Another place where you can check for your negative toxic relationship with celebration. Since people are not celebrating me, it must mean that I'm not worthy. So I know I'm great, but because let me pick somebody's name on the live. Oh, David Dupou. Okay, that's the name I recognize. David Dupou does not believe that I'm great, then I must not be great. I'm not great. You do not have to wait for somebody to give you worth for you to observe that you have worth, for you to give yourself the worth. Nobody's going to give it to you for free, with some exceptions. As a matter of fact, the people who give you worth for free, ladies especially, men too, guys, please listen to this as well. They're trying to manipulate you. They're trying to manipulate you. They're giving you to take. They're giving you to take. You need to give these things to yourself. These are essential things. So no, people not celebrating you does not mean you are not worth celebrating. Celebrate yourself. It's about you. It's not about showing off. It's about showing off to yourself. Whoever comes along, comes along. Sometimes you can have bands out, because I saw the name. You can have bands having a party, they have 10 people. But that same band somehow goes to a different city, they have 1 million people in front of them. Do you think they're waiting? It's not like they're not taking that personally. You cannot look at other people to determine your worth and to determine how you feel about, how great you feel about yourself and how much you want to celebrate yourself. Okay? Yeah. So let's think about the way we judge and the way we misjudge situations. People not celebrating you, that has nothing to do with your worth. As a matter of fact, it has nothing to do with how they feel about you either. It is your life. Take care of your life yourself. Another thing you can do to check how you might have a toxic negative relationship with celebration, scan your social, cultural, religious beliefs. Again, guys, we have to go back to beliefs. It seems like we always go back to beliefs. Beliefs is the foundation. Same as mindset. It's the same thing. They're connected. I should say they're not the same. They're connected. This is how it's done, right? We're talking about social, cultural, religious beliefs. So I have my sister-in-law. She has a Christmas party at her house that has 1,000, her whole house is decorated. She has lights from top to bottom, blah, 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 blah. This is how it's done. So if I cannot do this that way, then I don't deserve to even have a celebration. Guys, let's not do that. Everybody has a life. Everybody has circumstances in their life. Again, remember we said, what if you're going through a change in your career? What if you're going through something and you have to adjust in that season where you're not able to pour in all these resources into that activity? It does not mean that you cannot do that activity. It does not mean that. Challenge yourself and look at how, because people in your culture, in your society have done things a certain way. Me, I'm a fervent believer. I'm not an extravagant gift giver. I do not give, let me not say that. I don't give a bunch of toys. So I'm buying 10 cars for this person, this, that, and a bunch of toys and a bunch of things. I really dislike it. But my family loves giving gifts. They truly love giving the kids gifts. So now I'm working towards accepting that they're doing that, but honoring the fact that I don't like that. I don't believe in it. I rather give you a meaningful gift, which we're going to talk about at the end. I rather give you a meaningful gift, but I don't want to give you a crap gift, because for me it is. I'm not saying that the other person giving that other person a gift is a crap gift. If I gave it to you, I would consider it a crap gift. You see what I'm saying? So it's how people have done things does not mean that you have to do it the same way. Be authentic, which is another topic we're going to talk about very soon. Authenticity. Be authentic, meaning be you. Don't look at a book to see who you are. Don't look at a religion to see who you are. Look at yourself to know who you are. Okay. Another thing, socially, I'm mourning. So this is a tough one, right? So I'm mourning, and no, actually, no, this is not the one I want to say here. I have no money to party, so I'm not going to party. Again, because I see this person doing it this way, going to 10 restaurants for Christmas and these activities with their kids, this and that. Well, me, I cannot celebrate. There's no Christmas. Not true. Make it what you want it to be. And do whatever judgment you have is you judging yourself. It's not even nobody else judging you at this point. It's not even nobody else judging you, because everybody's focusing on their lives. They're truly not focused on you. And the ones who are focused on you, you should stay away from them, because they should have a life. And the last one, to talk about how we have a negative relationship with celebration, is the mental or any type of other obstacles or issues you have in your life. I am sick, so I cannot celebrate. Let's be careful with that. I am mourning, so I cannot celebrate. I am depressed and sad. I don't want to celebrate. I'm going through a divorce. I'm going through a separation. I don't want to celebrate. Give yourself those things. This is the time to give yourself the moment to celebrate. Because remember all the benefits you get from that. You get the serotonin, the dopamine, all these things that make you feel good. Physiologically, you are going to be better by doing this thing. But then there's shame associated to it. I don't want people to see me celebrating when I'm mourning. I don't want people to see me celebrating when I just went through a divorce. I don't want people to see me celebrating when I just told them that I was sick and they know I'm sick. They know I'm limping on a leg, or I'm going through whatever it is that I'm going through. I'm going through cancer treatments, let's say. Guys, this is the moment that you need the celebration. Out of all these other people that we spoke about, these are the people that need the celebration the most. Now, should the celebration be a boastful, great, big event? No, they might not even physically be able to do it. Remember, celebration is taking the moment to honor something. It's a moment to honor something, is to be happy, genuinely excited and happy about something, to honor it. This is when you need it. Don't wait. Let me wait until I'm not depressed anymore to celebrate. Oh, let me wait until I'm out of mourning to celebrate. Let me wait until. But then you realize it's like you're saying, water is going to save you, but let me wait to drink water. Let me wait to drink water. Let me wait to drink water. It's the basic thing that you need in the first place. It's the first thing that you need. Give it to yourself. I told you I was going to take this topic, the celebration topic, and make it absolutely not what you thought about. Again, I didn't want to come here, guys, and talk about celebration. It's time for Christmas. What flowers you going to buy? What is... Other people are doing that, and that's okay. That has never been me. The School of Superpowers, again, is the Debbie Downer. If you bring me to a party and everybody's having a good time, I'm going to come up with some topic. Oh my God, why did she have to talk about this? Well, that's kind of what I do. So that's why I have the platform now, and I could do it legit, right? Okay. So, guys, here are a few ways, and this is the end where we're about to wrap up. I'm gonna give us, me and you, a few ways for us to celebrate more. Because again, we're thinking about Oprah, we're thinking about all these great people, Robert Bro, we're talking about all these rappers, Jay Z, Travis Scott, all these people, right? We're thinking about them and thinking about, we're observing their success. Let's try to learn from them and see what we can incorporate in our lives to make our lives better. And let's stop justifying our actions to other people. We don't have to wait for another person to validate what it is that we're going to be talking about right now. Let's do it for ourselves. Okay. First thing, gratitude, gratitude, gratitude. Start a journal today. It can be on an app, it can be on a phone, it can be on a piece of paper, it can be in your head, it can be some time that you take. That's what I do. Well, me, I'm in gratitude all the time. That's something I do very, very frequently. I'm like, oh shit, I love my life so much. Oh my God, God, I'm so happy. I'm so thankful. Oh my God, I love my bed. Oh my God, I love my car. Oh my God, I love my hair. Oh my God, and I pump myself up like that. But it's really but the moment is when you recognize it and then you're internalizing it and you're saying it and then you're feeling it and you're like, man, I'm in that vibration. Do that for yourself today. Again, if you're afraid your spouse is going to watch you do some dumb stuff about gratitude, do it in your privacy of your own mind, unless you share your mind with everyone too. Do it in the privacy of your own mind. Sit for a moment, 5 minutes every day. When you first wake up or at night or somehow throughout the day, or sometimes, as you're driving, this is a good moment because it's something you're doing something, but you're doing nothing. So it's a time to do something when you're driving. Take the time. Man, let me force myself to find 5 things I'm grateful for. You will find 5 things you're grateful for. You will find it. It could be that, oh man, the sun came out today. Oh my God. Oh, and it had been raining and I'm grateful for it. And it's going to create a feeling inside of you. And you're going to feel good about it. And when you're going to interact with people in the way you show up, it's going to transmit. It is going to transcend into the activities that you do, into your work, because you're coming with less of a feeling. You're coming a little bit more like pumped up because you're feeling good about some things, right? Let me take a moment to drink my tea. My tea is cold. That happens to me in all my lives. I make my tea in the beginning of the live, and then, which reminds me, maybe I have to tell you, the School of Superpowers, guys, please go on my Instagram. Please follow me. Please go on Facebook. Follow the School of Superpowers. I'm trying to grow. This is a platform I'm creating to talk about those things, to dig into those things, to work on those things so that we all collectively could just be better individually. So you're not going to be better for me, you're going to be better for you. So you can have a greater, better life. And all these things that we're talking about are things that we can do for free. So go to the School of Superpowers Instagram, go to my webpage, put your email down so that you can be part of the community, so you can stay connected with me. My objective is to grow. That is my objective. I want to have this huge, great, big platform where these topics are spoken about, where people are coming out from the woodworks, coming out from their shells. This has happened to me. A few people coming out of their shells and talking to me about things that they probably would not have felt comfortable talking about. And I feel great about it because that's what I want. I want to be part of this for me. That's my goal, my objective, my purpose. What is yours? That's my purpose. So please, guys, follow along, participate with me, stay connected with me. I love you all. Let's continue. That's a tough one that I'm going to say. Brace yourself. Brace yourself. Toxic to resolve your toxic relationship with celebration. And I gave this to someone to do, and that was so hard for her. That was so hard for her. Celebrate others on a daily basis. I'll say it again. Celebrate others on a daily basis. Find something to say. Find a compliment to give them. Don't be a fake now. I'm saying find it. Find beauty. Find something nice to say. That is true. Even before you say, look, guys, a like is free. Okay? Now social media, oh yeah, big bad social media. There are a lot of good things about social media. You can do a lot of things for free. Like when you see somebody running, starting a business, putting themselves out there, trying something new, or doing, showing up in a way that you would like to show up for yourself. Like it, leave a comment, encourage them. It's going to be better. It's going to be good for you in the long haul. Celebrate others every single day. It's going to help you with judgment. It's going to help you judge them less. It's going to help you judge, because judging other people is you judging yourself. Let's be clear about that. If I'm judging somebody, it's because I'm judging myself. If you guys don't really fully are comfortable with that concept yet, we can have another conversation about this. You guys can reach out to me. We can have conversations to talk about this. I don't want to dive deep into this, but please know, or please think about it. Judging other people is you judging yourself. That's all it is. That's really all it is. So celebrate others, compliment them. If somebody does something that's outside of their comfort zone, recognize it, empower them. Tell them, man, I'm proud of you. Man, you did that thing. Don't be like trying to downplay, minimize, or what do you think you're doing? Or I've had a couple comments like this today, and I was like, oh my God, I can't. Like, instead of giving me a constructive criticism, they're telling me how bad I'm doing. And I'm like, okay, one day I'll be great. Okay? One day I'll be great for you. I mean, right? So celebrate others. That is important and critical every single day. As much as you do your gratitude every day, you celebrate someone every day. And then finally, you remember I said gratitude, I said celebrate other people. Now I'm saying celebrate yourself. Be arrogant. Be like the rapper. As a matter of fact, guys, we all should find a sentence like Travis Scott, like Kanye West, like Jay-Z, like all these people to say about ourselves. I'm great and I know I'm great. Blah, 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 blah. Let's say that about ourselves. We need to pump ourselves up. We need to be in a room like this and we're talking about ourselves and we're pumping ourselves up on our own. You don't need to have that cheer other people to. First of all, if you have other people do that for you and you don't believe it for yourself, it's not going to work. It actually can make you depressed because you can be like, shit, people see something in me that I don't even see and recognize. So now I have to fake it and pretend like I know it, but then truly I don't feel like that way. A lot of people who kill themselves go through that because they have these societal expectations that have nothing to do with how they feel inside about themselves. And then that stays disconnected for a long time, where they're having this persona, and then deep down inside, this is not how they feel. So don't be that person. Find something that you can believe in and say it for yourself. You need to believe in it first. As a matter of fact, a little rap lyric that you're going to write about for yourself, don't share it with anyone yet until you've mastered it. Pump yourself up. Tell yourself, I'm great. I'm beautiful. I said, man, sometimes I look at myself in the mirror, I'm like, oh, why are you so beautiful? You know what I mean? Give that to yourself. Oh man, you're so smart. Oh wow, you did something so kind today. Oh wow, you accomplished a lot today, girl. Oh man, you're creative. Say that about yourself. Find a few sentences. Guys, it is not for another person. Jay-Z saying it, he's saying it for free. You can say it for, as a matter of fact, he's not saying it for free anymore because he's making billions off of what he's saying about himself. He's making billions off of what he's saying about himself. What about you? Let's say we're not trying to make money off of it. We're just trying to get the pure health benefits of celebration. Let's celebrate ourselves. Find something great to say. And normally I leave you with an advice, but this time I'm taking Deion Sanders' advice. For the people who don't know Deion Sanders, he's an all-time athlete. He was a football player. I think he played baseball and golf. He played a bunch of sports, and he's great at all of them. And you know what he says? I don't believe in false humility. I know I'm great. And I didn't shy away from, I don't shy away from saying it. If you don't believe in yourself, who will? I'm saying it again. I do not believe in false humility. I'm sorry to say, in our Haitian society, we believe in false humility. Oh, no, 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 no. You put yourself small, always downplay. It's not only the Haitian community, actually, because in American community, I see they do it too. but more so not the Black community. The Black community, I think they're a little bit more boastful, but the other rest of the community, the culture is more so always making excuses. I don't want to look too great, and I'm always downplaying. Oh no, and always no. If somebody asks you, you can say I'm doing great. I killed it. But no, we don't say that in our culture. We're like, oh no, and we're making ourselves small. And then we're making ourselves small. We see somebody else not making themselves small. We're like, how dare them, right? How dare them not make themselves small? Let's stop that shit. Okay? Let's just stop it. So I don't believe in false humility. I know I'm great, and I don't shy away from saying it. I do not shy away from saying that I'm great. If you don't believe in yourself, who will? But truly, who will? I know my mom believed in me. My mom thought I was the greatest person that ever existed. But guess what? She was my mom. And she loved me dearly. The same way I think my son is the perfect, greatest person that ever existed because I love him, because he's my son. But he needs to believe that for himself. And now my mom is no longer. So who's cheering me now? I guess I'm gonna have to find a man to cheer me. Should I not? I guess I need to find friends to cheer me now. Should I not? No. The point is, I need to do this for myself. I need to believe this for myself. Okay? So, guys, this is it. This is a celebration topic. I know it wasn't at a celebratory thing, but we have to go into the angles. The School of Superpowers is looking at your blind spots. That's what we do. We're looking at all the areas that we're not looking at normally. So I'm not going to come here and be mainstream and talking about celebration. You're like, oh, da, da, da. No. So with that being said, there's another way you can celebrate. And this is my little plug. Guys, I have to plug something, right? I have to. But it is very fitting, though. It is super fitting. There's another way to celebrate, right? We celebrate by giving gifts. Don't we do that? And this is a perfect season to give out gifts and gifts and gifts and gifts. I created a little gift package that you can give to your loved ones. And it's a gift of personal development. It's a gift of giving them greatness. It's the gift of Your Pathway, my course, that allows people to find clarity in their lives. All these things we talk about is what this course does. We go through a deep mindset exercise where you understand how to move around the room. You understand how to change your mindset. One. Then we go through beliefs. We dig deep into your beliefs and we identify the ones that hold you back. And then we carve out your vision for your life. We carve out your mission, what you need to do to get there. What do you want your life to look like? And how can you make it happen? That's what Your Pathway course does. And so I created a specific gift for people to get it and share it with their loved ones. So you can buy it and it turns into a gift that you can send to someone. So please, if you're about to spend anything more than $50 for a gift, and I'm trying not to be judgmental, but a gift that's not going to have a meaningful impact in somebody's life that you truly love, consider giving them Your Pathway as a gift. My bundle is called The Most Valuable Gift. That's really the name of it, The Most Valuable Gift. Because I want to encourage people to start becoming more aware and more meaningful in their approach. So if I see my friend going through some shit, I see the person is stuck in their lives. I see the person has a lot of deep questions in their lives. Give them Your Pathway. If I see somebody who's stuck, who doesn't know if they need to move right or left, give them Your Pathway. If somebody is going through a big change in their life where they're changing jobs, changing careers, changing husbands, changing wives, changing life, give them Your Pathway. If you have a family member going to school and just deciding to pick any damn major they want just because they need to pick a major because their family's forcing them to pick a major, have them do Your Pathway first, because it's going to give them clarity on where they need to go with themselves. Instead of being lost because they're probably following someone, because they're probably doing this and that, give them the gift of Your Pathway. I'm going to post, I don't even know how to really do that. I don't know how to do that. I'll post it on the comments under the live once we're done. But if you guys not going to do all that, go to the schoolofsuperpowers.com, go under courses, and you're going to find The Most Valuable Gift. you can go on my Instagram page. I've been promoting that the heck out of it too. It's on my bio in my Instagram as well. You can just click on it, you'll find it. If you go on my website, you will find under courses, you will find the most valuable gift. You go, you pay for it, it's sent directly to the person you want it to be sent to. And this person has access to it for the rest of their lives. And I promise you, you're going to become a superstar in that person's life because you would have changed their lives. It will change their lives. It has changed the lives of every single student that has taken it so far. So I'm pushing this out. Gift giving season. Consider giving this gift to somebody that you care about, somebody that you want to see a change in their lives. But guess what? You can also buy the gift for yourself. Okay, Beatrice just posted it. She just posted the link to the gift. So what are we waiting for? Let's give a meaningful gift this season. Let's be great. Let's do something great. Okay. Guys, I was really happy to be here with you. Please let me know if you want me to redo the another session for false beliefs, because we did have a bunch of other guests that didn't show up last time that would love to share some of their false beliefs. Also, celebration. Absolutely. I'm going to have guests the next session so that people can share. I love that format. I think people loved the interaction. So definitely we're going to do that. We're going to bring some interesting people to talk about some, have interesting topics. And I don't know. I think that's it, right? Stay blessed. I was happy to have you all. I see we really had a nice group of people online. I'm still using that program, guys, so I'm not able to see everybody that's on. I'm kind of looking at my phone here to see whose name I can find, et cetera, et cetera. But we're working through things. We're getting better and better. Are we not? Did you see my little logo right here? The School of Superpowers. Hey, hey, hey. Plus, I'm live on 4 platforms. Things are looking up for me, eh? Am I not great? Am I not super great? I'm going to come up with my sentence next time. I'm great. Just like Jay-Z, just like those guys, I'm going to have my own thing. I'm going to put it right in my forehead for people to see. Okay? And I hope you do the same. And when somebody says, who do you think you are? You're going to say, I'm Anne Christie. I don't know what you want me to tell you. That's what you should say. Everybody says, oh, who do you think you are? Why do you think you have to do this? I don't know what to tell you. My name is Beatrice. Oh, who do you think you are? I don't know what to tell you. I'm Joanne. That's what you do. I don't know what to tell you. Say that, guys. Say less. I don't know what to tell you. Parler français, Catherine Charles. OK, excusez-moi. Oui, je peux parler français, les amis. Je peux absolument parler français. Mais en fait, j'ai décidé de faire ce live en anglais parce que la plupart des gens dans le monde, ils parlent anglais. Ils comprennent l'anglais, mais ils ne comprennent pas forcément le français. Donc, si je faisais un live en français, je pense que ça m'aurait limité à une audience un petit peu trop restreinte. Donc, je préfère utiliser l'anglais. Comme ça, j'ai la chance de communiquer avec beaucoup plus de monde et d'avoir un plus grand impact. Bien entendu, je peux faire un show en français à un moment donné et on peut vraiment échanger. As a matter of fact, tout mon blog va être transformé en français. Mon site va être traduit en français aussi. Je vais commencer à écrire des articles en français. J'aurai même des shows en français. En fait, j'essaie de me rendre à Montréal et à Paris pour faire des shows et pour faire des trucs en français. Donc, absolument, ça va arriver. C'est juste pas encore arrivé. Et là, j'habite à Atlanta. Mon audience est English speaking, ils sont anglophones. Donc, avec ça, j'ai décidé d'utiliser l'anglais. J'aurais pu le faire aussi en créole. Il y a beaucoup de personnes qui parlent le créole, mais pas suffisamment pour que je décide de faire tout ça en créole ou en français. So, les amis, ma blague au petit créole pour nous comme ça nous voulait. T'es qu'à faire le créole, voulait. Ma fonche en créole quand même. Parce que le créole là, son langue que vraiment pile. Et pour moi-même, son langue que moi pensais que moi parlais bien pile. Parce que je me sens que à créole moi, je communiquer avec n'importe qui monde. Dans n'importe qui niveau, créole moi arriver joindre nous. Vous comprenez? Je ne pas parler créole francisé forcément, même pas parler créole francisé, c'est ça qu'il faut à l'aise, ben danger sous ça, pas problème. Je pas fait créole francisé bagay, je fait créole et canadien, je fait créole français, je fait créole américain, je fait tout. Je fait tout français yo, je peux parler non. En fait, je suis pas certaine de pouvoir parler français comme les Parisiens, pas encore. Mais j'arrive à parler comme les Québécois. C'est peut-être un petit peu plus facile pour moi parce que j'ai été à Montréal, je vivais à Montréal, je vivais au Canada, donc c'est plus facile pour moi. Mais je suis certaine, parce que je suis une comédienne née, donc je suis absolument certaine que je peux absolument parler français comme les Parisiens parlent. Si je parle avec ma cousine à chaque jour, suffisamment, je vais pouvoir avoir le slang et le petit accent là, le petit accent parisien là pour pouvoir parler français. OK? Mais moi, j'aime les langues, j'aime communiquer, j'aime parler. Donc, j'aime le français, j'aime l'anglais, j'aime le créole, j'aime toutes les langues. OK? Il n'y a pas de discrimination du tout, mais j'ai décidé de faire le show en anglais. OK? Et c'est un petit peu difficile pour moi de passer d'une langue à une autre parce que, c'est des fois, les idées s'entrecroisent. OK? Je peux avoir une phrase où est-ce que j'utilise les trois langues facilement, mais si je commence à parler français, il faut que je reste dans le français. Comme là, ça vient, c'est plus naturel, je peux rester en français, mais si je parle anglais, ça va rester en anglais. Et si je parle créole, c'est l'autre vibe. En plus de ça, I would have to change my whole outfit. Si je parle créole, c'est un autre outfit. Si je parle français, c'est un autre outfit. OK, I'm just trying to play around, guys. I'm just having fun right now. OK, I'm just teasing you. I love you. Je vous aime. Moi, aimez nous, guys. I'll see you guys in 2 weeks, OK? Love you.